First, National Security Correspondent Jennifer Griffin is at the Pentagon with the very latest. Good evening, Jennifer.
Good evening, Ed. The concern among Italian officials tonight is the young female aid workers will be traded by the group that posted the video for ransom to ISIS. The 24-second video was posted on New Year's Eve. It shows two young Italian female volunteers in their 20s kidnapped last summer in Syria by Islamists and now believed held by the al-Qaeda-linked Nusra Front. The young women's captors say they were snatched to protest Italian involvement in the U.S.-led anti-ISIS coalition. CENTCOM reports 23 airstrikes in the past 24 hours, 12 in Syria and 11 in Iraq.
The fact is the airstrikes have had some significant impact on ISIS. They haven't taken any new territory in months.
Meantime, the 300 U.S. troops stationed at an airbase in Anbar province have found themselves closer to combat amidst reports of increasing mortar and artillery attacks on their base. The former NATO Supreme Allied Commander indicated the U.S. is likely to double the number of U.S. troops in Iraq.
I would guess by spring we'll be making decisions probably to increase the number of troops. I'd say for a truly effective campaign, we'll need probably 6,000 or so U.S. Special Forces advisors, mentors, trainers.
New images show Iraqi forces retaking from ISIS part of a key province halfway between Baghdad and Tikrit. Iraq's prime minister toured the area.
We are determined to dismiss the last ISIS militant from the territories of Iraq.
Meantime, a top Iraqi general warned today in an interview with the AP, Iraq's military may not be strong enough to defeat the terror group. He says Iraqi forces lack weapons, equipment, and soldiers who are prepared to fight. The Iraqi general, whose forces recently retook the oil-rich town of Beji, says U.S. air support has been, quote, erratic. Next door in Syria, U.S. warplanes destroyed 20 ISIS vehicles in and around Raqqa, where that Jordanian F-16 pilot went down last week. And one of the 13 airstrikes in Kobani on the Turkish border killed a Saudi professor known as the spiritual leader of ISIS. Othman al-Nazi was a professor at King Khalid University in Saudi Arabia and recruited for ISIS. New UN figures show that last year was the deadliest year since 2007 in Iraq. 12,282 Iraqi civilians were killed in terror attacks last year alone. Ed.
Jennifer Griffin at the Pentagon. Thank you, Jennifer.